Today we are going to dive into the saga of the Bible, from the beginnings of creation to the ultimate conclusion of the world. Get ready for a fascinating and inspiring journey as we unravel the mysteries of this eternal book. Have you ever stopped to think why the Bible is so special, so different from any other historical record? It's because it encompasses a wide range of events that have shaped our world. But what truly makes it unique is that no one was there at the beginning to witness and document those initial moments directly. However, what's most incredible is that the Bible contains a sort of roadmap of the future, revealing what is to come. It's not that God has given us a glimpse of the future just to satisfy our curiosity, but to prepare us for what lies ahead. Within the pages of the Bible, we find prophecies that guide us through the unknown. Did you know there are predictions about the future in this book? That's right. In fact, every fourth chapter contains a prophecy. And the most impressive part is that 81% of these prophecies have already been fulfilled exactly as predicted in the scriptures. Some were made centuries ago but have come true. This remarkable accuracy gives us tremendous confidence that the remaining 19% will also come to pass. It's hard to believe in the reliability of a book that has been 100% accurate in its predictions so far, isn't it? You must be wondering about the content of these prophecies. Many of them focus on the return of Jesus and the events that will unfold afterward. Of the 20 prophecies that are still awaiting fulfillment, we are attentive to the signs that precede the glorious coming of Jesus. But what are these signs? Jesus instructed us to watch and pray, to keep our eyes open to the world around us. We shouldn't stand still, looking up at the sky and waiting for him to appear magically. Instead, we need to pay attention to the signs and clues he has given us, to prepare ourselves for what is to come. Let's direct our attention to the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 24, where the disciples questioned Jesus about the signs that would indicate his second coming. In response, Jesus gave them a clear and unequivocal answer. He said, "Watch out that no one deceives you, for many will come in my name, claiming, 'I am the Messiah,' and will deceive many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pains. Then you will be handed over to be persecuted and put to death, and you will be hated by all nations because of me. At that time many will turn away from the faith and will betray and hate each other, and many false prophets will appear and deceive many people. Because of the increase of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold, but the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. When you see the abomination that causes desolation, as spoken of through the prophet Daniel, standing in the holy place, let the reader understand. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let no one on the housetop go down to take anything out of the house. Let no one in the field go back to get their cloak. How dreadful it will be in those days for pregnant women and nursing mothers. Pray that your flight will not take place in winter or on the Sabbath. For then there will be great distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world until now, and never to be equaled again. If those days had not been cut short, no one would survive. But for the sake of the elect those days will be shortened. At that time if anyone says to you, 'Look, here is the Messiah,' or 'There he is,' do not believe it. For false messiahs and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. See, I have told you ahead of time. So if anyone tells you, 'There he is, out in the wilderness,' do not go out, or 'Here he is in the inner rooms,' do not believe it. For as lightning that comes from the east is visible even in the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Wherever there is a carcass, there the vultures will gather. Immediately after the distress of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken. Then will appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then all the peoples of the earth will mourn when they see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven, with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. So, learn this lesson from the fig tree. As soon as its twigs get tender and its leaves come out, you know that summer is near. Even so, when you see all these things, you know that it is near, right at the door. Truly I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. But about that day or hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. For in the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day Noah entered the ark. And they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood came and took them all away. That is how it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be in the field. One will be taken and the other left. 2 women will be grinding with a hand mill. One will be taken and the other left. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know on what day your Lord will come. But understand this, if the owner of the house had known at what time of night the thief was coming, he would have kept watch and would not have let his house be broken into. So you also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him. The signs he mentioned serve as compasses in the uncertain times we live in, guiding us through the turbulence. From natural disasters to political changes, technological advancements to moral issues, let's examine the events around us and connect them to biblical prophecies. Each piece of this puzzle brings us closer to understanding the grand plan and prepares us for what is to come. One of these signs is the increase in natural disasters. As we approach the return of Christ, we witness a noticeable increase in earthquakes, hurricanes, tsunamis, and other natural events. Furthermore, the sun itself is getting hotter, causing extreme heat waves in various parts of the world. This prophecy is being fulfilled before our eyes, with temperature records being broken and increasingly extreme weather events. Another significant sign is the emergence of conflicts and wars. The Bible warns us about escalating tensions and conflicts in various regions of the world. Unfortunately, just turn on the news to see the conflicts occurring in different parts of the world. Furthermore, the Bible speaks of the increase of wickedness and injustice in the last days. Corruption, violence, and a lack of moral values are becoming increasingly evident in our society. Technology also plays a significant role in the signs of the times. The Bible speaks of a time when knowledge will increase and information will be widely disseminated. We live in the information age, where technology and global connectivity have advanced exponentially, allowing news and events to spread instantly. It's important to note that these signs are not isolated but interconnected, forming a comprehensive picture of what is happening in our world as we approach the return of Jesus Christ. These events will intensify and unfold even more dramatically. As an expert on this subject, I encourage everyone to study and understand biblical prophecies. We should not live in fear but with hope, knowing that the return of Jesus Christ is a moment of redemption and salvation for those who follow him. In our next video, we will explore the prophecies related to the events that will occur after the return of Jesus and how we can spiritually prepare for that moment. Stay tuned, subscribe to our channel, and leave a like to help this video reach more people.